Hello everyone, I'm Chong Jia Cheng and my matrix number is A209646. Today I'll be giving a speech entitled Why Universities Should Implement Mandatory Mental Health Supports. Well, picture is, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, 1 week before your final exams. Your heart is racing, your eyes burns from staring at laptop screens, and crushing weight settles on your chest. You're not simply tired, but you are mentally and emotionally exhausted. If this sounds familiar, you are far from alone. Recent study shows that more than 60% of university students experience at least one significant mental health issues, such as severe anxiety, depression, or even chronic stress. Yet, when many students finally find the courage to seek for help, they often faces week-long waiting lists because of campus counseling service are overwhelmed and understaffed. So as a result, countless students continue to suffer in silence while trying to meet the demand of university life. As a university student, me myself have personally experienced the pressure of balancing or juggling in between assignments, examinations, presentations, and even extracurricular activities commitments. I have also seen many of my peers struggle with stress, anxiety, and burnout while trying to meet academic expectation. This experience have helped me to understand the challenges students face and why stronger mental health support is required and needed on campus. Today, I'm standing here, strongly believe that universities should implement mandatory mental health support program for students. So in my speech, I will discuss three main points. The first point is that the mental health uh, problem faced by university to student. Second is how mandatory mental health support program can address these issues. And lastly, which is the third point, is the benefit of implementing such programs. So which lead us to my first point, which is the problem. So let us begin by looking at the problem. So mental health challenges among universities students have become increasingly common. So students are expected to maintain a good grade, participate in activities, meet deadlines, and prepare for their future careers. While these responsibilities are important, they can create overwhelming pressure towards a student. Many students experience stress, anxiety on a daily basis. Some struggle with sleep deprivation, while others face feeling of loneliness, self-doubt, and even emotional exhaustion. Unfortunately, these issues often go unnoticed because students may be afraid of being judged, or believe that seeking help is a sign of weakness. Furthermore, poor mental health can significantly affect academic performance. Students who are struggling emotionally may find it difficult to concentrate during lectures, complete assignments, or even to prepare effectively for the examination. So, over time, this can lead to lower grade, lower self esteem, or even dropping out of universities. The reality is that mental health problems do not only affect a student's emotional well being, however, it also does affect uh, their aspect of university life. Yeah. So, since these challenges are becoming more serious, the question of this speech is, what can a university do to help? Which leads us to our second point, which is the solution. So the solution is for university to implement mandatory mental health support programs for all students. When people hear the word mandatory, they might immediately think of additional burdens. However, mandatory mental health support does not mean forcing students into therapy. Instead, it means to ensure that every university student receive the basic mental health education, awareness training, and access to support resources throughout their university journey. So, for instance, or for example, university could recognize mandatory mental health workshop during the orientation and at key points throughout each academic year. So, this workshop could teach students how to manage stress, how to recognize warning signs of mental health issues, and seek help when needed. So, in addition, universities could conduct routine mental health screening, just as physical health checkup helps to identify medical condition early. Mental health screening, on the other hand, can help to identify students who may be struggling before their problems become severe or lethal. Universities should also expand the counseling service and ensure that all students, not just students, all students can access the professional support without facing long waiting periods by making mental health support a normal and integrated part of university life. So institution can create a culture where seeking help is encouraged rather than stigmatized. Is encouraged rather than stigmatized, sorry. So if university successfully implement this program, the benefit would be substantial. So which lead us to our third point, which is the benefit. So there are several important benefits to implementing mandatory mental health support program in the campus or in the faculty. So first, student will experience improved well-being. They will be better equipped to manage stress, cope with challenges, and maintain a healthy balance. So between academics and personal life. So second, academic performance is likely second, which my second point is that the benefit of doing so is that the academic performance is likely to improve. When students are mentally healthy, they are more focused, more motivated, and capable of achieving their academic goals. Instead of spending their energy struggling with unmanaged stress, they can devote their attention to learning and personal development. So third point is that the benefit extend beyond the university. Students who learn healthy coping strategies during their studies are more likely to carry these skills into their future careers and personal life. These contribute to a healthier and more productive society. Most importantly, mandatory mental health support programs can save lives. Early intervention can prevent mental health problems from becoming severe and ensuring that students receive help before reaching a crisis point. These programs are not merely an educational investment, they are an investment in people. So, in conclusion, mental health is an issue that universities can no longer afford to ignore. Today, I have discussed the growing mental health challenges faced by students. So the implementation of mandatory mental health support program as a practical solution and the numerous benefit these programs can bring to the student and society. So I encourage all students to take mental health seriously by supporting initiatives that promote student well-being and by making use of available counseling and support services when needed. At the same time, I urge university administrators to invest more resource into the mental health programs. So increase the availability of counseling services and integrate mental health education into student life so that every student can have access to support they need, as mentioned at the beginning of my speech. So no student should have faced overwhelming stress alone at 3 a.m. while worrying about assignments, exams, and their performance in the future. And university are places where students should grow, not to be stressed. So to grow academically, professional, and personal by implementing mandatory mental health support progress, we can create a healthy learning environment where students are not only able to succeed in their studies but also maintain a well-being. Maintain their well-being. So that's all from me. Thank you.